Today we're going to be looking at Rubio Monocoat on Walnut worktops. So both myself and a couple of other people have noticed when we're doing walnut wooden worktops that some of our clients are saying that they feel a bit dry or a bit matte. Now I have tried doing 2 coats in the past, and although that does work, it's not ideal because it means you're going back for a second day on the trot and it sort of defeats the object of being the one coat system. So I thought what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try 2 different ways how I don't normally apply it and see if we can get it any better as the one coat. Now I don't have any problems with any other types of wood, it's just the walnut. So we'll be using the pure for this particular involvement. So on one side I'm going to really puddle it on, and again only use a beige scrubby pad for applying, but I'm really going to puddle it on, leave it for more like half an hour to really soak into the grain before we wipe off the excess. On the other side I'm going to first apply it with the scrubby pad, but then I'm actually going to get a sander. And now they do actually do pads for the sander as well as, but I don't have any. So I've just got these pads which I've cut up to be roughly sander size, and we're actually going to use the beige one to really work it into the grain, leave it for a little while, and then use the white one to buff off the surface. So let's get on with it and see what happens. I'm just going to really puddle it up and leave it on nice and thick. The Rubio has been mixed up in the normal 3-to-1 fashion. So, as you can see, I've really pulled that onto the surface. Now, I'm going to leave this for about 20-30 minutes, let it really seep in. Then we're just going to come back with the lint-free cloth and really buff it off, work it in, and we'll see. So that's been settling for about half an hour. I did agitate it around a little bit off camera, so it'll probably be quite a lot harder to remove the excess now with the lint-free cloth because obviously it's dried a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this now anyway. So on this side, what we're going to do is I'm just going to spread a bit around very loosely. As we did before. Pushed around. So I've just got this random orbital DeWalt, and I've just got it on a low speed. I'm just going to go around and work it into the piece using the sander. So now we've done that, all we're going to do is let this sit for a little bit, and then when I come back, because they also do the white pad which I use for buffing off, and again we're going to just buff this off with the white pad. So what we are going to do, we're going to let this dry now for 2 days to go the 80% dry that the Rubio requires, and then we'll look at it we can actually determine if indeed it's made any difference for the way of applying it in this method. So this has been dry now for 5 days, so it is 100% fully cured. Now this is the side where we just let it sit for half an hour and just apply with the beige scrubby pad. Now it looks like in places it doesn't look like it's quite gone in all the way, and it feels a bit flat and not brilliant, to be honest. So I would suggest this side still needs a second coat. The opposite side, where we use the sander to both apply and then buff off with the white pad, it's covered so much nicer. There is a small spot down here in the corner, but I think that's due to my preparation where I've missed it with the sander, just rushing it slightly. But it's definitely covered. It feels good, it doesn't look flat, it looks nice. So I think it's fair to say that indeed if you do the walnut tops, buff it off with the white pad after you've applied it. It definitely seems to make a difference. I mean, I've done many walnut worktops and I've ended up second coating them every single time. Any questions, comments or anything else, please leave them in the section down below. Thank you for watching.